All right. Okay. Yeah, you look hella dark. You need some lighting in your room. Do you have windows in your room at all? Like
I
Jesus
do.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I just need
Um.
to adjust real quick because I'm good now.
Oh,
So
there you are. There we go. Mondi.
hey,
Hey, here we
how's it
are.
going? Here we are.
My Hero Academia season 7, guys. In case you didn't know, that was him trying to do the All Might Deku. You're next.
Mhm.
Before we begin, make sure you guys like the video, comment down below. What's your favorite moment from season 7? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe to the Current Era Pod. Monty, let's do it, man. A lot of things to
All
discuss.
right.
Very, very excited.
Yes, we are here to unpack My Hero season 7. We're going to just give our brief little review of the season, and we're going to go into individual moments that we found exciting or that we find worthwhile talking about. Open discussion format. So
Yeah,
first, I just want to you can give your review on the season. Try to just avoid, I guess, moments, just more so just your overall thoughts on the season as a whole, and we can dive into the moments afterwards.
sure. Yeah, man. Look, this was another great season. Honestly, to me, all our war seasons are a little tough to enjoy because there's just so much going on at one time that you know the thing that you really want to happen seems to like never really happen. Like,
Mm.
like we're all building up towards this one final conflict, but to get to that one conflict, we've got to go through these 10 side stories that are it's all happening right now at the same time in the same place. But that's like the one downfall for like anime war arcs, in my opinion. But my Hero honestly handled it really well. And I think even some of like the downer episodes, I guess is what you would call them, or the ones that weren't heavily focused on Totoro, on Deku and Shigaraki. I think even those were entertaining in their own right, and I think that's like a kudos to how good and how strong the side characters are, and how well written it is from Kishimoto. And Kishimoto did not write this. That's anyway. Yeah. Anyway, man. This season had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs. There was literally a moment that I'll talk about that literally made me not watch this series for like 8 or 9 weeks. It's something that I can't stand when shows do. Um, and yeah, I mean, after I picked it back up, I had nothing but fun. I was able to binge every episode that I was behind within a few hours, and yeah, this season is absolutely sensation. It was amazing. I gave it an A. Love My Hero, man. This is one of my favorite animes of all time. We'll see how they wrap it up because anime in particular loves to have like a great 90%, and then when that finish comes, like there's so many instances where it's just like, wait, what? Like that's where we decided to go. So hopefully My Hero can land on his feet. But everything I saw in season 7, I love it, man. From the characters, the animation, the moments. I mean, I watch it in sub. I know you watch it dub.
Mhm.
I love the voice acting, uh, and just the progression of the characters. Like, there's so many characters from episode 1, where obviously we see the journey that they go on, and I'm not just talking about Deku, by the way. Like, there's so many characters here that have so many amazing moments. And another credit I want to give to My Hero is that this, and maybe like One Piece, is one of the only shows where you can meet a character at any point in any time, and you can think that they're just so irrelevant. Like you can watch
Mm.
their episode years ago, and it's just like, okay, who gives a fuck about this? This is clearly filler. And then here they are again, bitch. It's not filler. You should have been watching, bitch. Pay attention. So,
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about too.
but like, I love that, bro. Like, I love that. Like, One Piece is fucking known for that. Like, they will introduce a character in episode 17. You won't see him again until episode 300, bitch. And you better be paying attention because that nigga's integral.
Yeah.
So look, shout out to My Hero season 7. This is a fantastic season. Give me your thoughts, Monty. I can't wait to talk about the moments and everything else.
Sure. So coming off season 6, just real quick, I thought that was, to me, that's my peak of My Hero. I thought that was just like a damn near perfect season. I still commend you for recommending this anime to me. You know, I love superheroes. You thought it'd be a perfect vehicle for me to kind of get into anime, and so far it's proven that. Season 6 was just outstanding. I was really excited to get into season 7. Season 7 popped off with an amazing episode 1, which we can get into. So it was off to a really, really great track. You mentioned the term war arc in anime, which I haven't heard of before, but if that's a thing, then I guess it makes sense. And that was my biggest issue with this season in particular, is that to me, I enjoyed the season, but it was a step down from season 7 because it was just nonstop from episode 1 to 21 fighting. And I was familiar that's like a thing that happens in anime, I guess.
Yeah.
And while on paper, it's like, how could you be mad at his fighting? Like, that's what you came to see, right? Yes, I love that. But I also think My Hero, like you said, has great characters. And I think that it needed to let the characters have more interactions and just time to breathe. And a lot of big moments did happen, but it's hard to kind of digest it and let it sit with you, because the next thing we're fighting, and the fighting became almost monotonous and almost exhausting at points for me.
I agree.
And so that's kind of my biggest thing with it, with the whole war arc thing that you mentioned. I didn't know that was a term in anime. But like I said, great moments, which we are excited to kind of dive into. The final season is next year, 2025, season 8. I'm still excited for that. I think season 8 will land on its feet. I think it'll course correct from the war arc thing or whatever, and just tell a really good conclusion. Overall, I gave this season a B-, just because of the monotony and the exhaustion of just the fight after fight after fight after fight.
And just to kind of clear it up for the uninitiated, we do not read the manga, so we do not know what's going to happen. And I think kind of what you mean for like the fighting aspect when it comes to All Out War is just that there can be a character that does this super crazy finishing move, like they get the great animation, the music, and then the guy gets up and there's another battle immediately after. Then that character does a super crazy, like he goes to a new level, and then like he does a super crazy finishing move. He does a super crazy finishing move, and then that guy gets up, and then he is just like, okay, like we get it, like. But sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That's my review for. So yeah, let's dive into the moments. We can kind of just trade moments or just whatever comes to mind. Open discussion here. Episode 1 was crazy. I was like I said, that was Shigaraki versus Star and Stripe out the gate, and her quirk, new order
as fuck,
is insane. Is insane. It's basically like having a reality stone, I guess, in Marvel. Like you just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
She's literally God. Just like, okay, as long as she knows your name, bitch, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. And so I thought that she was a great character to be introduced. Rest in peace, Star Strider, because she was amazing. I thought, man, killing her off.
They had to kill her off, bro. They had to.
But here's my thing with that, though. Like showing, first of all, she's a really cool character. I'm glad they introduced her. But another big complaint of mine with My Hero is that they don't kill anybody off. And so when you finally do, it's a character that you just introduced that the audience is having fun with.
It's safe.
It's a very safe kill. So hopefully they can. I mean, I don't want to see these characters. I love Class 1A, but hopefully maybe in the final season that because of its finality, maybe they won't be scared to kill people off. But I think that would really add a lot of gravity to the show. And I don't just want it to be dark for no reason. It should make sense, but like it just doesn't make sense how no one's dies in season 1, like at all. Like no one dies in the show.
I mean.
And the one character who does die is like the coolest character introduced like in the last 3 seasons. So it's like
this just isn't that kind of anime. I mean, that's that's really all I'll say without just because like I don't know where this is going to take you as far as your anime journey, and I don't want to say anything, but this is definitely light in terms of like stuff like that. So like if you're looking for more, talk to your boy.
Like not for the sake of just death. Like it should. Just to add some gravity to it. You know, like. This is random. I'm watching Harry Potter. I'm rewatching it for like the 80th time right now. And like those movies are so good because even though they're for children or whatever, like people die. Like it really adds a sense of weight to what's going on in the wizarding world. So I wish that could be applied here. But anyway,
So look for me. I mean, you talking about Star and Stripe. I just want to give my quick thoughts. Again, I think this is one of the things that was kind of spoiled for me. In that like. We're going to get this new character. She's going to be from America, which is cool as fuck because like My Hero is set in Japan. Obviously, there's all these talk about the top heroes in Japan. But now, lore, bitch, we have American heroes too.
Expanded lore.
Yeah. And like Star and Stripe, she's fucking him. Like her whole ideology and her whole thing for All Might. It's like, like All Might again, like this dude gets glazed so much, but I love it. I don't care. Yeah. Like I'm an All Might stan myself. Like this nigga's awesome. And for Star and Stripe's whole persona to just be like, yeah, like I need to be like this guy. And yeah, like the introduction of just her quirk in and of itself is just ridiculous. Like I remember like reading it and I was just like, wait, what? surely it's that can't be true. Like Shigaraki's gonna weigh 1,000 pounds. Like, wait, what? Like it's crazy. Like it's just crazy shit. The fight between them two was fantastic. up in the air with all the little fighter jets, and to see like the final moment of Shigaraki finally touches him, because like that's it, like like that it's over. Like
Yeah.
damn, like she's literally withering away. But like her last little stand to kill all the other quirks inside him, like that job was dope as fuck to me. I was just like, this, thank you, like Star Strike. Thank you. She was
her
dope.
attack when she got turned to the big wind thing, and
Yeah,
I was like, that was insane.
Yeah. But anyway, another really great moment in this series. Well, I don't know if it was great, but this is the moment where where it literally made me just angry, and that was when Shigaraki kills Bakugo. Now,
Oh my god!
now look,
That's why you stopped watching.
I literally stopped watching My Hero Academia. Like at that moment, I was like, this shit's pissing me
You
off.
thought he was dead?
Yes. No, first of all, he is dead. Like they're doing everything that they can to revive this nigga, but he's dead. Which is crazy. Like, I mean, he's coming back, obviously. Like, like they're doing everything they can to bring him back with Best Genius and the ninja nigga. So like I don't think for a second that he's actually going to like die. And shit, I can't wait for his return, because he was sorely missed, honestly, in the back half of the episodes I was watching, where he was just on the ground and shit. But that moment when first of all, for anybody that doesn't know, Deku is like that's my guy. Like I fucking love Deku. Like there's like everybody's like, oh, he's a crybaby, he's lame, that's my nigga. When he came in that motherfucking cage and nigga, he saw Bakugo. It was like, you muzzled Appa.
Like my boy, like the Man of Steel, or like the Superman entrance in like the Snyder Cut or like Justice League when they're all fighting Steppenwolf, and then he comes in. It's like he's just like, I can add that kind of level of like excitement.
Yeah. That moment where he's standing face to face with Shigaraki, and all of the past One for Alls are there behind him. Mm-hmm. That's what you live for, man. That's what you live for. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, it's on you. Sorry.
No. What were your thoughts on Aoyama being the traitor in terms of the spy for All for One?
Yeah. So, I thought that it was interesting, because there was a lot of people that didn't have like anything to do in Class 1A. And I'm glad some other characters, which we'll talk about, had really big moments. Even episodes, like who'd have thought we would get a Shoji episode? Like, I mean, okay, like, cool. I feel like the only person that hasn't really done anything is like Sugar Rush, I think. But everybody else is like, they've been really heavily involved. So I mean, maybe his moment is coming in season 8 here. But yeah, I mean,
Rush moment is crazy.
hey. I mean, but yeah, man, Aoyama, it made sense. Like when they broke it down and explained it. And again, credit to My Hero for introducing a character in fucking season 1, the Shinso, the brainwashed nigga that I don't want to say we forgot about, but like he hasn't been in the show for 60 plus episodes, which for us is like 4 or 5 years. So when they bring him in, he plays such an integral role in what's going on. You're just like, oh yeah, he is kind of that nigga. Like his power, his quirk is also really OP. But yeah, the Aoyama thing was super cool, man. I mean, I loved it. I don't know.
To me, it's just so funny that All for One gave that nigga that little gay ass quirk. Like, yeah, you can have that quirk. And then, bro, I ain't gonna lie, but it pisses me off. Deku, I have a love hate relationship with Deku. I love him, but when he be whining and crying, like when he was vouching for Aoyama, like, oh, he's actually a good guy. He was put in a tough situation.
He was.
I was like, oh my god, like,
oh my goodness.
I would have killed that nigga. I'm sorry.
Killed. Wow.
It's war. Right. It's war, but it's end of the world, nigga. But yeah.
Okay.
But then when Aoyama tricked out, he tricked One for All, whatever. That was a really cool moment, and they all came through the portal like in-game vibes.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love like the actual plan, like that they have to separate everybody, because if fucking All for One and Shigaraki can fight together, it's just not fair. But yeah, like these niggas built like a literal death. I think they call it the coffin for Shigaraki. I think it's super fucking cool too.
Bro, it's called the coffin in the sky. You know how dope that is?
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
And yeah, like I mean, like you said, like their plan or whatever. Like it was too many backdoor plans in the season. I'm sorry, like every
Think
single
so?
plan, it almost like took the value out of a great moment because you knew like okay now they're going to show the backstory of how this plan was made and how there was a plan for that plan. Like I feel like an animated thing I know, but
Mm-hmm.
still like they were going over the top this season. Like every single plan has some kind of contingency. I'm like y'all niggas really thought 8 steps ahead like this for real, both sides. I'm like okay, sure.
I mean, they both have super geniuses, but whatever. Real quick, I want to talk about well, I mean, not real quick. I want to talk about Endeavor. I think both of us absolutely love Endeavor.
I love Endeavor.
He had it very tough in this season. He had one of the best moments in the season for me. But this nigga is a tank. Like, I mean, he's number one hero, I guess. But his fight against All For One, even though like he can't win, like he can't beat All For One. It's just like it was like super annoying to see that Endeavor was throwing ultimate after ultimate after ultimate, like literally blowing this nigga up. And All For One was like, yeah, that was cool, whatever. I have a new form. Oh, yeah. And you nigga talk about niggas that got plans for plans. That's All For One. Like
Yeah,
this nigga here is like, yeah, I knew I was gonna die. I thought about that. Sorry, you didn't actually kill me. But give me your thoughts on Endeavor this season because he had a lot to do.
Yeah, Endeavor, like you said, is definitely one of my favorite characters. He reminded me of Vegeta so much, and I just love Endeavor. I mean, like you said, he's a tank, and anytime he uses Prominence Burn, I light up. And I get so happy.
It's dope.
It's one of the dopest looking attacks. And right, like I've known he was that guy since he fought the Nomu in season 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, like he won't give up. Like he will literally fight to like it's like he just literally can't go anymore. So I love that kind of quality about him.
Was that it? Okay, great. Let's talk a little about the other villains here, because I mean, obviously, All For One and Shigaraki are the head of the snake, so to speak. But
yeah,
a lot of
can you explain that? I'm still confused as to Shigaraki is All For One, but like, can you explain that? I really don't understand. Like,
so from my understanding, Shigaraki and All For One are like fusing essentially. Like All For One's being his mortal body is essentially going to kind of like Voldemort, or like kind of what Harry did for Voldemort. Like he's going to give him a new body essentially. And I think they're going to eventually become one. Maybe once they fight together, they're going to fucking fuse somehow. I don't know. But
because he keeps referring to himself as like Shigaraki as like, oh, that's me. Like, but that's not you, Nick. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, in the previous seasons, we saw that Shigaraki was kind of being reborn into like a version of All For One. So I think that's kind of what he means with like all his quirks and his ability to steal and manipulate quirks and shit. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, Dobby, Spinner, little blood bitch, like they all had big things to do in this thing, especially fucking Dobby. This nigga Dobby does not want to die. Like he was by far he was probably like the most annoying of like the villains, because it's just like, bro, like we've killed you like 5 times, literally. Like, and then like the fucking first time you died yourself in those woods. But this nigga is holding on to that grudge. And I mean, obviously him and Todoroki had their moment where Todoroki leveled up with his flash fire burn with the little whatever that shit was. It was super cool.
I thought he copied that so easily. Like I'm like, that was kind of a cheat. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, but like one of the moments I really enjoyed was the moment with Endeavor and his family at the end when Dobby was about to kill everybody, blow everybody up. I thought it was a really cool moment, like a decent amount of closure for me. Like I was like, okay, like if we never see Dobby again, I'm fine. Like he had his fucking moments, and I'm glad that the entire Todoroki family got to kind of come together and say goodbye to him essentially. So, what about you?
Yeah, in that final fight against Dobby, they finally gave Ida something to do, but not really, because what they gave him to do was give Todoroki a ride.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, Ida. Cause remember how like they like built up Ida like in the first season, like he's like that nigga, like one of the top in Class A, and like he's like falling, so he's like below Sugar Rush level right now. Like he's so useless.
I don't know about that.
He really is.
I don't know
and so he's like, and nigga built up his new engine. He's about to go. I'm like, okay, finally, Ida's about to have a moment. and his moment is literally transporting Todoroki from point A to point B faster. I was like, oh my god, they keep holding this nigga. But anyway, in regards to that moment, like you said, it was a great moment. Seeing Todoroki's final freeze or whatever that was really cool.
Oh well, yeah. Todoroki, you mean when he like stopped the little bomb thing? Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was a cool attack, I guess. But yeah. Also, I just want to shout out the fact that Tokoyami dropped 50 this season. I've been
He's
saying
a beast,
this,
bro.
I said it in my Hero Academia, your next review. There needs to be a big four. There needs to be Bakugo, Deku, Todoroki, and Tokoyami needs to be in that conversation because he's just as powerful when it's night. But he went so crazy. But he was fighting all for one. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, he didn't win, obviously, but he put up a fight. I mean,
did he really do anything though,
bro?
That's what I mean.
He held him back though. He held him back.
Okay.
I mean, Earjack never was trying to help.
So he was basically Tien when Tien was holding back Imperfect Cell. Like
sure.
Okay, got it.
But okay, I'll say this: besides the big three, no one else in Class A could have done what he did. Held off all for one for that long. Which leads to my next point: is that these niggas ain't shit in my Hero universe. Class 1A. These kids, these children, are on the front lines against Shigaraki. And all for one.
Yeah.
Which
is something that they pointed out multiple times. Like they were like, "Damn, shit is thin around here."
They're like putting in more work than the top 10 heroes.
Yeah.
And
well,
first of all,
I don't know about that.
But I've been on record saying I love Best Genius. I think he's my favorite hero. This nigga didn't do shit against Shigaraki.
What the fuck is he supposed to do, nigga? Who do you think Best Genius is? Like,
he's a number 3. He's a number 3 hero.
Oh my god, that doesn't mean shit.
Yes, nigga Bakugo's like, trying to get him. The ninja nigga trying to get him. Best Genius on the side, like, yeah, get him, beat his ass. I said, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was very disappointed in Best Genius, my favorite hero this season. He didn't do a damn. This nigga is stitching up Bakugo, giving him stitches. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's the best he can do.
You had a number 3 hero. That's not true. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on with Best Genius this season, but I was so disappointed in that man. Meanwhile, Earjack on the front line against all for one. Nigga, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Earjack's mindset, like, okay, I have to fight all for one. Okay, let's like she went hard. She lost.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they all did. Insane. But what do you think about the actual big three, like the seniors, Togata and his crew? Man, I absolutely love Mirio. Like he's one of my favorite characters. I was so happy that I was so happy that he came back in the previous season, and I'm so happy that he got his powers back because his powers are OP as fuck. It's just against somebody like Shigaraki, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I was super happy to see him back, man. It was a bright spot for me. What'd you think?
Speaking of Lemillion, I love him, but his only plan to beat Shigaraki was to show this nigga his ass. I got a peach for you. Like, nigga, what?
He had to distract him 2 seconds. That's all he needed.
That was the gayest shit ever. But I mean, I still love him. So,
Monoma also had a very big moment in the season.
Who's Monoma?
The copy guy, the one who touches you and copies your powers. He was the one that basically helped them set up the trap, the coffin in the sky. Yeah. He was the one that was with Eraser, like watching to make sure this nigga don't use his quirk. Yeah.
Eraser he's been the MVP the last 2 seasons. He's been the silent MVP. Like, bro, that
nigga loud as hell.
This shit would have been over in season 5, bro.
Yeah. Eraser is a beast. It's crazy that like I guess his powers are weaker because he lost his leg. That was kind of like a weird explanation, but I was just like, I'll roll with it, whatever. And then the little water nigga was on standby, making sure that he could refresh his eyes so he wouldn't close his eyes. But all the heroes that were in the little coffin thing, man, I felt bad for him. Like they were nothing but punching bags. Like the little rabbit bitch, damn, like how many limbs is she gonna lose?
That's my bitch, bro. I don't care what nobody. Bro, she is so fire, bro. Like she go, bro. Like her powers are so limited. Like that's why the whole argument about Best Genius can't do anything because he's like, nigga, she can fucking jump. But she make the most out of that shit. I love fucking Mirko, bro. She's so she's just so fire to me.
She's about to be fucking. Well, she is like an amputee. Like she's about to be a vegetable because she is out there fighting,
still fighting. No arms, no legs.
What about the Shoji episode? This was something that surprised me, especially in its placement, because this was placed right after Deku got there. But this was like a really interesting, entertaining episode. Maybe it's because I'm black and a minority that I was able to be like, okay, well, like I see what you're doing here.
Mm.
Like, and you know, Shoji never gets any shine. Like I don't know if he's had more than like, you know, 2 sentences of dialogue in this entire series. But in this one, he had a lot to do, and I thought it was cool. What do you think?
I'm so glad you fucking brought that up, bitch.
Uh
My thoughts on this Heteromorph storyline. These niggas, we ain't never heard no kind of complaints from them. I feel like it was really
Yeah,
just
we have.
I haven't heard, bruh. Up until season 7, I've never heard a single complaint from the Heteromorph community. Now these niggas have secretly been hated on and racist this entire time. They've been, experiencing racism this entire time. It felt like a ploy to get Spinner something to do. But if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I've never heard the
Yeah,
Heteromorph
you're wrong.
community be like. I feel like they were like widely accepted in society. Am I tripping?
No, Spinner's entire character since he got introduced in season 1 was the fact that he looked different. He was a heteromorph, and that's why he
Really?
joined. Yeah, that's why he idolized the hero killer Stain. That's why he joined the League of Villains. Like that, literally, like that's been his entire character this entire time. Yeah.
But it's so many heteromorphs, and I swear this storyline must have just went over my head. Like the whole the fucking hero Wash, who's a fucking washing machine. Like
the comic book nigga.
all these niggas are accepted. I didn't know that there was like a thing about that. But I mean, I do agree. The Shoji episode was really good. And I just didn't. This whole heteromorph storyline just kind of caught me off guard, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I guess the seedlings have already been planted.
Yeah, they have. Pay attention, bitch. Like I said, you gotta pay attention. But yeah, so the people that I were really talking about with that was fucking La Brava and Gentle Criminal. Like I totally forgot that they existed. I'm not gonna lie. I consider myself very invested in this show. I've seen basically every episode aside from this season multiple times. I couldn't tell you who these niggas were. Like they look familiar, sure. And it took me a while to be like, oh wait, this is like when Deku. It was like 3 episodes and like maybe 2 seasons ago, like right before something actually important happened. And I was just like, okay, like I don't know why this is in here, but whatever. Like clearly I don't need this. And both of them had a lot to do. So shout out to La Brava and Gentle Criminal, I guess.
I think Gentle Criminal had one of the best moments in the entire show, which I thought you were alluding to him earlier when you were saying like they can bring back a character from out of nowhere. Yeah,
Mhm.
like when he was holding up that fucking structure, like it just seemed like it was nothing, but like that was a big moment. And
Yeah.
I remember they looking out the window like, is that Gentle Criminal? And he's always with the power. So, also, this show, I give My Hero so much credit for making a quirk that just might seem so stupid like that, or like Mirko's quirk, and just making those characters just so fire because they can just maximize the most out of what you can do with creativity and animation with any kind of quirk, to be honest. So yeah.
Yep. Shout out to One Piece. Set the groundwork for that.
Really?
Their main character is Rubber. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They set the groundwork for that, I'd say.
But did it surprise you seeing Gentle Criminal and Lady Nagant switch sides? Did that kind of surprise you at all?
It didn't surprise me, but I will say that it was great. It was great seeing them back because if they had anything to do, I didn't think that it would be so major. Like both of them came at very important times, especially Lady Nagant. Like this nigga Shigaraki was about to end the world basically.
Yeah.
She shot that nigga's hands off at fucking 3,000 feet away because that's just her power or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but like I said, like I mean, it's cool, man. It's cool. Let's talk about Deku. I mean, we've waited long fucking enough. Like this nigga has evolved to a point where, I mean, like he was always fun to watch. He was always fun to root for. Like I love Deku all the way back when he was breaking his arms just from using his quirk, and now he's at the point where he can use 7 not simultaneously, but he can use 7. Like the fucking Spider-Man Black Whip is so fucking cool. His ability to fly. He's got some weird gas thing.
The Batman gas.
Yeah, he's got spider sense. And his new one, his gear one, I still don't really understand, but whatever, I'll take it. Like he was beating Shigaraki's ass with it.
Oh, the gear one is the one that kind of slows down momentum, or that's the other one?
I mean, yeah, like essentially that's what it does. But like,
Okay.
I'd have to watch it again and like actually get them to explain it to me again because I was too in the moment. Like I was like, yeah, beat his ass. Like let's get this over with. Like beat his ass. And then of course Shigaraki just got back up because it's not over. It's not over. Yeah, I don't actually know what they're going to do in terms of like beating him because Deku's whole thing is like, the real Shigaraki's still in there. Like, we need to save him, and
That shit
that's
pisses me off so much. I'm sorry.
I agree. This is the one point in the series where I'm just like, stop this, bro. Like, he's done so much wrong. Get him out of here. Like, get him out of here.
Kill him.
Shoot him. Like, get him out, bro. Get him out.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. That's probably wrong. And I'm sure he's going to end up saving Shigaraki and whatever, but I'm not sure how. And I'm excited to see how. I'm sure Bakugo is going to have a lot to do with it when he comes back, even though it looks like he's barely hanging on. So I don't know how much he'll have to do, but I'm sure he's going to get a senzu bean or something, and he'll be back in the fight. So what do you think?
Girl, kiss me.
Recovery girl.
Recovery girl, sorry. Yeah, I agree, man. Deku is an absolute beast now. I struggle with his character because I hate that little gay shit. Like, oh, I can save you. I really hate that. It really pisses me off. But when he's in his zone and when he's fighting, he's at a whole new level. And I remember I've been saying for a long time out of the big three, Todoroki, like we always said, he was like the chosen one. It kind of slipped down the last couple of seasons, hadn't had much to do. Do you think he kind of has earned his spot now in the big three with this season?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I never thought that, but yeah, like he didn't have as much to do as those two, but like I never thought that he lost his spot. Like I always thought that Todoroki was there.
I just mean like he wasn't as like I feel like Bakugo and Deku. It was clear that they surpassed him in terms of power, but I feel like he proved himself this season.
I mean Deku, sure. Like I mean, yeah, but I don't know if Baku can handle Todoroki 1-on-1.
Are you serious?
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, it's because of his ice ability. Like it's too OP.
on paper, yeah, Todoroki should win, but Bakugo has something that's not on paper. That's called dog.
Okay.
DAWG.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like Ant-Man versus Tatum. Like I mean, on paper, Tatum the better player. He's the better option. But when them boys go 1-on-1, I'm taking Bakugo every day. Chat, please let us know. Not chat, but viewers, let us know. Who won in the fight between Todoroki and Bakugo? No bars hold back.
Todoroki claps. But yeah, well, okay. He doesn't clap. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. He's not. I'm not gonna. That's disrespectful. He's gonna win though.
I think so. Okay.
He's gonna win. Yeah.
That boy ain't got no dog in him.
You don't need it. That nigga is a dog, boy. That nigga Todoroki, boy. Half cold, half hot. Speaking of dogs, what about All Might? I was wondering when he was gonna have something to do. He's too great of a character to not have literally anything to do. I am upset that it seems like we're trending with the whole because he's the master, he has to die. And it's just frustrating because I just don't want him to. Like I love him so much, but it seems like he's content with everything that's happened in his life, and he's found his successor. He's willing to go out to stall to give them time. It's just like I don't want All Might to die, but what do you think?
I think All Might's gonna die in the final season by using one more of his little thing to get big and power up. The last of it that he has left in him.
He doesn't have anything. He used it all.
But I'm saying they're gonna find a way, some anime way, for him to just get one last hoorah, and he's gonna have an amazing fight and do something really important to further the story and further the plot. But he's gonna die. I think that's how.
So how is he gonna survive this encounter with All For One? Because I don't see any way out.
Come on, you don't see any way out?
No.
somebody gonna save him. It'll be okay.
Who, nigga? Who?
Here come the Mexican heroes. But I am All Might.
Yeah. My nigga All Might's cooked. I'm sorry.
Nigga,
I hate that.
Isn't it funny? This is random, but when they were going around the country, like showing everybody, like should we intervene? The nigga with Africa, they were like, hell no.
I don't even remember that. But
yeah,
damn.
Yeah, the African niggas like, no, we good on this. We good over here for that. But I'm gonna tell you something that pissed me off this season though, for real, was Toga. The amount of dupes Toga can make she copied twice his power and made all the clones of herself.
Oh, the blood bitch. Yeah,
bitch, yeah.
I literally fast forward to that episode, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
I knew it was gonna be ass.
The clones were cool at first, but it got to the point where it was like getting goofy. How many clones she could make? It was like cartoonishly. I mean, I know it's a cartoon, but it was cartoonishly goofy. And I was like, "What? Okay, like what are we doing here? Like, at what point is this gonna?" And then they tried to do this whole kind of sentimentality thing with her and Uraraka, and it just did not land for me at all. I could care less. I was so not invested in that. And
Mhm.
Uraraka started to become like a female Deku. Like, why are you trying to save Toga, bitch? Like, this bitch just created a billion clones trying to destroy the world. She's ready to kill you.
Yeah.
And that just did nothing for me. That whole storyline could have went to hell, to be honest. So
Yeah. I started that episode and quickly realized what I was getting myself into, and I was just like, no way, I'm not doing it. If you ever start Naruto, something that you got to realize is there's something called talk no jutsu. You'll understand what it is once you get to it, but it's essentially it just means that this nigga Naruto, he's going to talk you out of it. Like, you can be the baddest of the bad bitch.
yeah.
You're going to be on his side once he's done talking to you. And it seems like that's kind of where they were going. Low key, that might be where they're going with Deku and Todoroki, because they keep hitting that, or Deku and Shigaraki, like, they keep hitting that he's still in there. He still got some control left, and he needs to beat his ass. But that's probably not going to happen. I mean, that's definitely not going to happen. But yeah, whatever.
Toga stabbed Uraraka in the abdomen with a sword. And Uraraka is still like, I can save you. And then at the end, they were giving like almost like, y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Like, they were like, I'm like, are they about to fuck? Uraraka and Toga, they was like looking at each other's eyes, and I was like, she's like, I just want to be with you one last time. I'm like, what's going on here? That was just a weird ass storyline to me, in my opinion.
I agree, unfortunately.
Yeah. The All Might suit, the armored All Might suit is actually really dope too. I like it looks from a, it was very aesthetically pleasing. It, like they gave him the smile and everything, but that shit is hard.
I guess. Like I said, I was just
the smile is everything.
I was too focused on the fact that he was about to fucking die. So I was just like, I can't believe this. Like, how dare they do this to me?
So what happens when All for One turns into a baby, which is inevitable at this point, right? Oh, you know what? That's how All Might's gonna escape this situation.
Oh, you're right. He's gonna turn into a baby.
All for like, well, good guy.
Nah, that'd be ridiculous.
I mean, they think get younger like every attack. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's because he keeps dying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's just tanking. Dying? Yeah, like he's literally dying. Like he's just tanking every hit because he knows with Aries' quirk he can just rewind it. But for some reason he's getting younger. I don't know why. It's not really how it's supposed to work. But I don't know.
Are you sure? So he's literally dying every time he gets. I thought he was just like the attack was just expending so much out of him that he had to use Aries' quirk. I don't know. I guess that
sure, same thing. Like, yeah, like. He's at 1 HP, and then he uses Aries' quirk to get back to 100 HP. But, like, I mean, it seems to be, and, it seems like he hasn't noticed, which is what All Might said. So we'll see. We'll see how, where that goes. Probably nowhere.
All Might said, I would tell him, but I would bring it to his attention. I'm like, nigga, I'm pretty sure this nigga knows he's 18 now. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, man. Great season. Shit, man. I'm looking forward to what's next in season 8, the final season. I really have no expectations. I don't want All Might to die, and I want Deku to kill Shigaraki. But only one of those things is probably going to happen, and unfortunately, All Might. It's probably over for you, my boy. But we'll see.
So you think season 7 was better than the last season, season 6?
I think I rated both of them A. I think both of them are good. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of used to like the all out war thing, so like the constant, ultimate attack, get up, and then here's a guy get an ultimate attack. Like, it just didn't bother me, but it just bothered you. But
okay,
yeah, man, it was still a fantastic season, start to finish. Like, I still loved it.
You plan on watching the movie? I mean, just like in your free time, you're next.
Nope. Don't want to see it. No. Not doing it. But I will be watching season 8 when it drops in 2 fucking years.
Same here.
In theaters, probably.
Well, it comes out next year, but maybe that's just one arc.
Well, like part 1 of it, then they're going to drop part 2?
Maybe.
Like Netflix or something? But yeah. Any lasting thoughts, Monty?
No, man. No, like you said, I really enjoyed the season. I'm looking forward to the final season next year.
Thank you, sir. Guys, make sure you like the video. What was your favorite moment? Comment down below. And subscribe to the Current Nerd Pod. Monty.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.